Welcome back, viewer, to Let's Play Rings of Power. Today we are working on the quest to get the Ring of Division. So we're looking for some old lady. Yes, okay, so Sarah was once the nanny to the king, but she grew prematurely old and moved to the Sunset Retirement Home in the south. So we have to go back to Sunset. In the interest of saving time, though, I don't want to go there just yet. When we get there, she's going to tell us that the Witch Hideous cut off a lock of her hair. And so the Witch Hideous is right here. We're right here. I mean, you do the math. Do you really want to see me go all the way to Sunset and come back here, which is probably going to take like 6 minutes? You know, I mean, that's one of the ways in which this game becomes annoying at times. We're just going to go kill the Witch Hideous now. I'm going to save my game. Another save state, as I explained. I'm not doing anything unusual there. That more or less approximates the system save. And I would be just saving with the save file if I could. Unfortunately, it's not working for me right now. I gotta look at the map. These damn isometrics, you can't even tell whether or not you can go behind that thing. You know, I was just thinking that the people who made this game could have made it much easier if they had just mentioned in the game and made it understandable in the game that the sextant is what you need to be able to read the coordinates. Because I know that back in the day somebody mentioned something about a sextant, but I didn't realize how important it was to find. And I mean, I tried to find it, couldn't really find it. This should kill them all. I don't want to do anything. The guy's dead. Alright, here we go. Fight over. I shouldn't have to do anything. Alright. Buggy combat system. Anyway, so we're going to use a nectar. The next fight should be a bit more difficult. It's not just a bunch of little dingbats. There's Hideous. I do not understand that. That was a waste of a spell. So I'm going to cast Mesmer. Oh, that was nice. I just took 3 of them out of commission. They won't be casting spells for like 3 rounds, and by then they'll be dead. I picked up Death a couple videos ago, or like 4 videos ago. It's a really nice spell. That's interesting that she has a name, Carmelli. That's kind of a cool name. She looks like a vehicle master. That's a good spell. Sort of, but too little, too late. As is often the case. You know, sometimes the music of this game has its charms, but a lot of the time, it's just really annoying. There are a lot of things about this game that just scream incomplete game. I mean, really, ideally, they should have developed this further and released it as for like the PC, because it's really a PC kind of game. There's just not quite enough to it. It would have really helped the game be more fun if it had like, if you had weapons that you could get throughout the game, or you know, if a little bit more was explained in the game. Because, I mean, anybody who had, like, a Genesis and a Super Nintendo back in the day, and you didn't have a whole lot of money, you know that most of the time you didn't get your games new. And it's pretty frustrating to get a game that you cannot beat without the manual, you know? So we beat the witch. We got our hair locked, so now we're ready to go down to Sunrise. I mean, you take like a game like Final Fantasy. I don't know what to call it, because all the Final Fantasies have different numbers, but what would have been on the box, I guess, would be Final Fantasy 2 or Final Fantasy 3 for the Super Nintendo. You don't need the books to beat those games. You could have got the game cartridge from the used game store or whatever, and you wouldn't have had too much trouble beating the game. But this game, not so much. And I think there are actually a lot of PC games that are kind of like that. Like, obviously the old D&D games come to mind, because there was a lot of copyright protection stuff, and all sorts of other stuff, like all your adventures, journals, and stuff were in the book. But, oh, have I said stuff enough times? I don't think that, and I could be wrong, but I don't think that the same kind of used game market ever existed for PC games. Like, you don't typically buy a PC game used as commonly as you do like a Genesis game. But I don't know, I could be wrong. I can't recall ever buying a PC game used before the days of, like, eBay. I've bought a couple, I bought, like, the Heroes of Might and Magic Compendium, or something like that, like Heroes 3 Complete. I bought on eBay or whatever. But, back in the day, I pretty much would have bought a PC game new, although my tendency was to buy older PC games. Like, I would buy the PC games that were probably like a few months from being dropped from the shelves. So I had like the Dungeons and Dragons, I think it was like called the Silver Pack or something. It was all the gold box games. Actually it was all the Forgotten Realms games. And I had, a bunch of stuff like that. That's how I got Might and Magic 3, and a bunch of other games. Like, I had a lot of games that would probably pass for pretty obscure now. But I never bought them used, they were just... I think that's the other thing, is there actually exists more of a market and a system for selling PC games, like marking them down, and when they get older, selling them at a cheaper price. I don't recall that ever being the case for Genesis games. I don't know. I'd never really bought Genesis games, I don't think. I always wound up getting them for Christmas or something. I don't know. This must all be terribly banal. But I gotta talk about something, because I got a really long travel. I just want to make sure I'm on the right course. Now I'm kind of paranoid of when I started this video. I have no idea. I just came from washing some dishes and started the video. Which is more banal information. I'm sure you would have liked to see me washing dishes. That would be exciting. I'm gonna have to get a camcorder and start a new trend. Let's wash dishes. I have some expert tips to share. Though, honestly, you think washing dishes is common sense, but... man. Once you've had roommates a few times, oh boy. They do some horrible things to dishes. don't know. You know, I was in the military and, you know, I've been through college now. Sometimes you just wonder how people manage to become adults without knowing, just on a basic level, how to take care of themselves. So anyway, that's enough of variety hour of stupid crap I'm talking about. I think that this video is up. Hopefully it won't be too long, and we will conclude this episode of Let's Play Rings of Power. When we come back, we will be looking for and talking to this young woman who's been turned old, giving her her hairlock, and proceeding on our quest for the Ring of Division. So, see you next time.